Grand Rising, dear family. Wagwan to every melanated man, woman, and child on this planet, BKA, all things which harbor the power of the melanated soul, spirit of life, and more importantly, all of ye, which bear the mark of the universal soul's visible soul skin. I am just a man with a conviction. What is my conviction? My firmly held belief and/or what I truly believe is that God will have his world, God will have his people moving Godspeed forever. Soul speed, one belief, and one foundation. I'm going to plant my conviction into your world by any moral means necessary. How? By exploiting the soul's behavior, extorting the spirit's character, and then posting a video into your faces every single day of my life for the rest of it. It's exactly why I'm doing it. I'm working on it. Why, though? This is the important part of this whole intro I'm trying to make up here. This is the important part. Why am I doing it? Because it's what the enemy does. And I'm flipping everything that the enemy does for evil to good. Because the enemy will just put something in your faces, whether you want to see it or not. Reason why it does it is because it's working something on you. It's trying to put something in your head to make it control your mind and heart space. And once it takes control of your mind and heart space, you will become what thou thinks about, or what thou thinks of, you see. This is why it's working something on you. So I'm going to do the same thing my way and for my reasonings. Why? Because the devil is forcing you to move in the wrong direction, or the devil is trick talking and forcing you to move in the wrong direction. So I'm going to do my best to say or do whatever I can to, unfortunately, trick talk you to move into the right direction. Check these words out. That was a terrible intro, but I'm going to still record it and post it on the internet anyway, so you can see what I'm actually working on here. There's something I need to share with you real quick. The concept, all the concepts of how to have the perfect visualization. I don't have a name for it yet. Let me just tell you this. Start, duration, destiny, ending. Start, duration, destiny, ending. Those four things right there. Start, duration, destiny, ending. Good, balanced, evil, dead. Start, duration, destiny, ending. Good, balanced, evil, dead. You could just combine them. You can combine them to give you more of a solidified view of character and behavior, and/or how the oppressive body and/or how other people of the world demonstrate their character and behavior to you on a daily basis. In other words, words like these can help you move with more awareness throughout your day. It's all about surviving now for us, for the melanated people especially. It's just survival, man. We can't live. We can't. If y'all think we can live, you are unbearably naive. You truly are. If you think we're able to live normally, you truly are. I'm going to say something real quick. To any of you who say these words right here about the white Jesus picture, just random. If you all believe the color of Jesus does not matter, you are a fool. Why do I say that? Because the way that Jesus painting looks is not the way he looks. Why are you accepting a lie? Think about that for a second. How you do anything is how you do everything. Why do you think they have so many tricknology words and psychologically trick words to sit up here and say things like, his color doesn't matter. His color doesn't matter. How he looks doesn't matter. Yes, it does. Why? Because it's the truth. What is the overall truth here? That picture of the King of Kings is not his real picture, and nor is it his real image. They get you to accept a lie so you can accept more lies, you see. His picture, his image doesn't matter. The way he looks doesn't matter. Yes, it does. Want to know why it matters? Because the way he really looks should always matter. Meaning the truth should always matter. It's just the truth. It's just right, isn't it? The white Jesus picture is wrong. It's a wrong picture. It shouldn't be like that because he doesn't look like that at all. Why are you trying to force us to accept this lie? You see, Yeah, so you can get us to accept more lies and more lies and more lies and so on and so forth. That's what it really is within the ultimate reality. Get you to accept more lies on top of more lies on top of more lies. If you accept that white Jesus picture, you are a fool. As a matter of fact, if you even accept his name being Jesus, you are ignorant. It's not his real name. And then, aside from those who have knowledge based on their religious beliefs in regards to the names of Yahweh Shai, Horus, Osiris, Yeshua, Emmanuel, Christ, Enki, Yahusha, Rathoth, or Odin, y'all need to know something. Yahusha in English means Yahuwah is salvation. Yahusha also means Yahuwah is salvation. Yahweh Shai means Yahweh is salvation. Yeshua means Yahweh is salvation. I just done some more studying or saw another speech and did a little validation of myself as to what the brother who went on Brother Key's show on your leash or high level conversations, and he mentioned about liquid words, how words were changed over time. Now, as the story goes, Mother Isis murdered Father Ra so she can use his name for something. She wanted to use his name for something. Think of it this way. When the oppressive body murdered Bruce Lee, what did they do with this image afterwards? Even though the Bruce Lee Foundation and the Bruce Lee family kept constantly telling them over and over again, do not use this image for what you wish to use it for. Stop using it for what you wish to use it for. Then what happened? We got multiple characters in different video games. A lot of people trying to re-imitate Bruce Lee's legacy and things of that nature. That's what this force does. That's what this force does. It takes everything we meant for our natural well-being, good and balance, to pervert it for all evil. It takes everything we meant for good and perverts it to evil. That's what it does. That's what this force we're up against does, family. But yeah. What could you call the King of Kings then, if that's the case? Because all of those names, those hidden meanings behind those names, and all the secret, low-key emotional landmines and corrupted things that can lead us into, if we believe in them like the world wants us to believe in them, like the world wants you to believe Jesus is a white man, and like the world wants you to believe Jesus is his name in the first place. What can we believe then? Well, I've done some studying for the sole purpose of fighting the most hardest battle for you people. I'm just going to fight the toughest battle for you. Here's the thing. You people are too chicken butt to fight your own battles, so I'm going to just fight this one for you. What else could we call the King of Kings then? Since so many things tied to what he truly is, or since we were told or taught so many things growing up about who and what the King of all kings really is a lie. How can we see him? How can we perceive him? Know who he truly is. Know who he truly is. Start there. See, I got this project I'm working on, right? It's called Proving God's Innocence. And in the process of me proving God's innocence, I have to tell you who God actually is so I can prove his innocence to you. It's the conviction. I am seeding a conviction tree here. My conviction tree. You all may call it a Kabbalah. I'm about to call it a conviction tree. Here, What can we call the King of Kings then, if this is the case? Since so many things tied to what he really is a lie. The power of powers. The King of Kings is the power of powers. The King of Kings is in everyone. King of Kings. You know what the Spirit is? Spirit is the non-physical person, which is the seat of emotions and character, the soul. You want to know what the soul is? The soul is a spiritual or immaterial part of a person or animal, regarded as immortal. Or, as Adam called the second woman taken out of his body, bone of my bone. Remember, it was only one person that said that at the time. One person said the bone of my bone. What could you possibly have meant by that? You want to know what it meant? The bone of all bones. Meaning the spiritual bone of your physical flesh bone. You have a spiritual DNA. You have a spiritual body. You have spiritual eyes. You have a spiritual eye. And spiritual ears. And a spiritual brain. And you have whatever goofy thing you can think of right about now that your body does, that you recognize, your spirit also has the exact same thing. It's just one, not billions. You all have thousands of convictions into your mind. Here, try this one right here. Who the true God really is. Take a listen to this. This is who the true God is. The King of all kings is the true God. The King of all kings is the true God. Believe it if you want, though. You can believe whatever you want. You can believe whatever you like. I just know that the King of Kings is the mind of minds. The King of Kings is the heart of hearts. The King of Kings is the flesh of all flesh and the bones of all bones, all in one and one for all. That's one thing I know right there. And this whole little first project of mine, yeah, little, even though it's world changing and I can see it changing the world, I can see so many wonderful, magnificent effects taking place from me doing everything in my power to assist in proving God's innocence, because that's all I'm doing. That's all I need to do right now is prove God's innocence. Like I said, I got 5 more other projects after this, but right now the first one is proving God's innocence, planting the conviction tree, or planting the conviction tree seeds so it can sprout, germinate through the spiritual realm, and conquer your mind and heart space for the right purposes, not the wrong one, as the devil wants to conquer your mind and heart space for. So simple. I'm just going to keep on talking crap until you're all overwhelmingly powerful enough to shut the evil of this world down without even trying. I'm just going to keep on talking. Whether you listen to me or not doesn't matter. Because, hey, y'all don't know how the spirit works. Y'all really don't know how the spirit works. These people are listening to me talk through this phone, knowing everything I'm getting ready to say before I even post this video. I don't even know how much longer it's going to be, and they already hear it. They are always right on your necks. They are an invisible shadow spying on you. Why? Because they want to find out more things that you like so they can use it all against you. The world is ran by barbarians. Why do you think everything is so barbaric right now? Here, I'm going to say this too. Jewish people don't own anything. What owns the Jewish people owns everything. What did you just say? I don't need to say it again. Just rewind the video. No human being alive is guilty at all. None. We're all being attacked by the same entity that has been attacking us since we were placed on this planet. However we were placed, according to what I know, the King of Kings placed us on this planet, or the King of Kings planted us in the dirt, and we were born from it, as one person, an extension and or duplication of him that was manipulated and altered into many. That's the story I'm sticking with. You can believe whatever you want. But the King of Kings is the father of everything, and the mother of harlots is the mother of everything. That's just what I'm going to believe. And we, the race, the soul race, is the son of everything. Believe whatever you want. I'm just going to believe this because it's helping me traverse through my time and my walk through the valley of the shadow of death more effortlessly. Shadow of death. Shadow of death. The enemy is like a shadow. We can't see it though. And the enemy is death. Oh yeah, here's what I wanted to say. The enemy is death, right? The enemy is death. Like the actual true enemy of the world, your Lord God, is death, right? I'm not afraid to say it to you. Wake up. Check this out. So the enemy is death. Everything that comes from the enemy is death intended. It is intended to kill you in some kind of way or fashion. Everything that comes from the enemy is intended to kill you in some kind of way or fashion. Everything. Even a word. Everything, right? Like the entrenchment. What am I getting at? The entrenchment is a negative, murderous intent of talking and or a murderous intent anecdote or an anecdote of murderous intent. That's how I'm going to say it. Yeah, an anecdote of murderous intent, you see. Our sisters. How does the entrenchment take over their mind, heart space, which then drives their body space or their physical being or their physical space to commit such atrocities? And or how do our women go from soul peace women? How do our women go from soul peace women to devil child harlots? Harlot. Because it's all about her and her vanity, right? The entrenchment makes you vanity driven. The entrenchment wants to deprive you to death. That's what it wants, right? How do our women get influenced to go from their traditional soul peace standings to the mother of harlots, devil children harlots, because it's all about her. Her lot is all that matters. Her lot. Her, I. How does it work? How does it happen? What all contributes to the change or to the transition? Because no woman alive is born a harlot. Women came from us. We came from God or the King of Kings or the Messiah or who you refer to as Yeshua, Yahweh Shai, the power of powers. We come from the power. We come from unconditional love. That's where men come from. Like root to the toot, boot, boot. Using all of my root tongue knowledge and all my root tongue capabilities, or the aspect of my root tongue knowledge, or the aspect of my root tongue philosophy. Every man in existence truly, originally came from unconditional love. So that means our women came from what we are. So how are they evil? How can they become harlots? And how can they become evil? Let's talk about it. Well, at least I would like to talk about it. So how do our sisters, our women, ours, not the government's women. Look at what the government trying to do to our women. OnlyFans and all that garbage. Turning them all into harlots. Why there's so many of them twerking on the internet? When our sisters spiritually express, the harmony of their voices sounds a lot more better than what they show us physically. Here, how do our sisters go from soul peace women to devil child harlots? Soul peace women versus devil child harlots. DCH's devil children harlots and soul peace women. How does that happen? How does it overall happen? Okay, look, listen. The entrenchment, right? They've been hearing it since they were children. What are some signs? What are some early ages? What are some early signs of the entrenchment taking, or what are some early signs of the negative murderous intent entrenchment, or the entrenchment of murderous intent? What are some early stages of it? The child will begin to say things like this: you don't have to do what a boy tells you to do. I don't have to do anything a boy tells me to do at all. And then she has passionate ways to express these words. That means that the TV and all the things outside of your parental advisory of this child are starting to attack her. Yeah, the world needs to burn completely. Global child manumission by any moral means necessary. Look, so then the daughter grows up with those thoughts piled up and just all in her head, like, you don't need no man over here, men are trash over here, boys are garbage over here, this dude is just, they just see horrible things, or they just hear horrible things at just one moment in time. But here's the thing though, the very first experience is what triggers it, and or what causes the transformation. How does the very first experience trigger the transformation? Peep game. All it takes is for her to experience one incorrect situation with a man, and all the things that she heard in her life about you, she will begin to believe them. And then once she begins to believe them, they will become her foundation of beliefs. You see what I'm saying? So, how does a woman feel something incorrect about a man? Take a guess. Moving forward though, right? So, the murderous intent entrenchment, when it's activated or triggered, how it's activated or triggered, you as a man, only a man can trigger the murderous intent entrenchment. Only a man can. Only a man can. Why? Because it was specifically designed to kill men. That's why. The entrenchment is in the minds and heart spaces of our women for the sole purpose of murdering us all. 3 million men within the first 20 years committing suicide. Don't forget that. So, but how though? How? But still, like, I don't get it though, you know? Right? That's probably what you would say. I could just guess what you're going to say. Still how? Because as a man in this world, as soon as you are born, the oppressive body ensures that the rest of your body will be incorrect. How? By cutting your dick off. It's called circumcision. Do some research. It's the same answer, man. It's the same answer. And now due to circumcision, the one part of you that no matter what amount of entrenchment gets into our women to turn them away from us and or to turn them against us, due to that one part of you being taken away, no part of you is worth anything to her. Which means, due to what they did, she sees you as nothing now. Long story short. Am I lying? Tell me if I am. I know I'm not. Yeah, every portion of your world is going to fall. This is what it's going to do. Evil gets conquered by goodness. Hatred gets conquered by love. Imbalance gets conquered by balance. Every single snippet and or portion of your world is flat. The flip out. Evil. So any word I have to say, at any time I have to say it, is going to tear it down. Why? Because integrity is the foundation of my tongue. I'm built to destroy your world. Why am I built to destroy your world? Because I know where I came from. Unconditional love. We'll see what happens though, right? Moving forward, though, soul peace women get turned into harlot women or harlot children. Remember, harlots are not women. Harlots are perverted women. They're not actual women, though. Not anymore. They're different from women. There is a huge, obvious level of discernment you can right there depict on sight when you see a harlot or a woman. When you see a harlot child versus a soul piece, there is a huge, obvious level of discernment you can take. What's the difference between a harlot child and a woman? Well, harlot children dress very provocatively, and women dress very conservatively. Meaning women don't reveal themselves. Harlots do. Harlots are artificial from their head to their toenails. Women are natural from their head to their toenails. Harlots enjoy things like endless twerk videos. Women enjoy things like the truth. Women are the greatest things. Well, we're all equal in spirit, so no one is better than anyone. No one is lower than anyone either. You cannot be better or lower than anyone when it comes to soul principle. You just can't be. It's impossible. You can try. But we're all going to be on the same level no matter what we do. Everybody is just smart. Everybody is just aware. You just got to know how you are and why you are, and how you can be. Women are phenomenal in every aspect. Well, I know the word phenomenal now. Let me use a different word. Women are magnificent, miraculous beings in every way possible because of where they came from. Yeah, I know, right? But harlots, the perverted women, are the scum of the planet. Harlots are a lot like white people who don't want to do anything about the race hatred in the world, who just wants to sit back and profit off of it, acting like you're not. Harlots are night and day suicide requests right in front of you. Harlots are freaking colonizers. Kendrick Lamar voice. That's what harlots are. Harlots are colonizers. Can we turn harlots back into women? Can we turn harlots back into women? Is that possible? Anything is possible. We live in this reality where anything is possible. And you know it is. What is it going to take then? Regeneration, replenishment, restoration, and renewal. We have to get back to our best, BKA normality. And then when they experience us, the one thing that they love the most about us, we will have it again. And we can screw the demon out of them if you want to. Or you can see them as the Grinch who stole Christmas and not want to touch them with a 10-foot pole. Your choice. Just know that there's a way out of all of this hell right now. You got it, and you're looking at it, and you talk to it every day. You look in the mirror every day and you see your way out. You got a way out of this hell. We all do. You just got to take it. What is it going to take, though, at first? First, it's going to take a literal reconstruction and reconfiguring of thine mental state and thine mental capabilities. Why? Because There is a murderous intent entrenchment inside of your mind-heart space telling you to be of murderous intent. Proverbs 23:7, as one thinketh in his heart, so shall he be, right? Proverbs 23:7. I'm going to say these words and get ready to close the video. If you are incorrect at all, and our women experience you with this incorrect entrenchment inside of them, as I said, those thoughts and those incorrect thoughts will begin to surface. She'll say things like, man, I've been hearing this my entire life, that niggas really ain't this, men really ain't that, men really ain't this, you know. Those thoughts will begin to surface once she experiences you incorrectly. If she experiences you as you are incorrect, you will trigger the incorrect entrenchment inside of her at the current moment in time. Now, here's the reality. Every single woman alive has been getting brainwashed and attacked by this entrenchment since they were children. All of them have, especially the American women. Double, triple time for the American women. So, if you, as a man who was mutilated at birth, goes and tries to have an experience with said woman while you are incorrect, you will turn her. It don't matter how nice she is at the current moment in time. It don't matter how good she seemed to you. It don't matter how friendly she is at first. It don't matter. You will turn her. How to know if you were mutilated at birth? If your wing wong size is anything under 10, how do I know this? Look at a porno movie. When I was younger, 12, around that age and younger, yeah, at that age, it was put in my face from the ages 12 and before. Porn was, yes. Porn was put in my face from the ages 12 and younger, and that is how I seen an uncircumcised or non-circumcised man. That's how I experienced it. That's how I got the knowledge validated. That's how I know what it appears. It appears when you are not circumcised. That's what it looks like when you're not circumcised. You will be 12 to 14 inches due to the current moment in time, and after the 6 million years of genital mutilation unto this point here, you will be 12 to 14 inches in your pants. When women get to their 30s, when women get in their 30s right there, that age range right there, having your full self for her will be the greatest moments, the greatest time of your life. I guarantee it. A woman in her 30s and you not being mutilated at birth, those will be the greatest times of intimacy you'll ever have in your life. I guarantee it. But due to the majority of the men on the planet being mutilated, if you experience a woman with your incorrect self and you give her an incorrect feeling, she will become incorrect. Do you see? Shalom, shalom, shalom. All I want is my God, my normality, my wife, and my farm, and in that order. Start, duration. Start, duration. Destiny, ending. All I want is my God, my normality, my wife, and my farm, and in that order. And I don't want the second thing until I gets the first thing. And I dang sure don't want the third thing until I gets the second thing, and so on. Why do I say that? To give you an idea or a concept of what it looks like to have things organized and in a set sequence of patterns. Give you the ability to recognize what something looks like in a pattern. Moving forward. Which is why I'm going to keep telling you every day for the rest of my life. This is not a victim mentality, nor do you have one. It's about what's right. This is not no victim mentality. It's just about what's right. And guess what? Just aware of what struck me, aware of what's stricken me, and aware of what will not stop striking us at all. Start, duration, destiny, and ending. Start, which is past, duration, present, destiny, what you're planning to do, ending, what you've done. But that's the same as the past, though, isn't it? In a sense, you'll get it better. You'll get more. You'll gain more. You'll be smarter. You'll be wiser. You'll be strong enough to beat this. You will. I just got faith in you. I got faith in your soul. I got faith in your spirit, soul, self. Moving forward. Which is why it's not about a competition with me. It's only about the awareness and knowledge of what needs to be stopped. Those present day strikes. I don't desire to be your king or your leader. I only desire to do or say something that will defend and protect you from those strikers. And for the rest of your natural existence, destiny, and ending. Therefore, love your neighbors, you love yourself. Matthew 22:39. At least those who are worthy. Don't love what hates you, because what hates you is trying to kill you. You cannot love what's trying to kill you. All you can do is defend yourself against what's trying to kill you. By any moral means necessary. Defend your neighbors, you defend yourself, at least those who are worthy. Be lifted in the spirit and walk good forever. Be lifted. Be lifted. Don't be cursed in the spirit. The spirit is not meant for you to be cursed in. The spirit is meant for you to thrive in. Be lifted in the spirit and walk good forever. Peace, love, unity, and advancement to you all, my family.